So it's Saturday morning, and we're having an adventure in Tottori Prefecture. Heading to the sand dunes to go hang gliding. Here in the van. We drove for 5 hours last night. Slept at the hang gliding place here in Tottori. A whole bunch of us crowded into the floor. Checking out that hang gliding spot up there. That's one of the really common mountains to jump in. It's a basic jump from this area. A lot of people learn there. And we got all our gliders up here in the front of the van. It's all packed in. And we're looking for a good convenience store to buy our lunch, and then we're going to the sand dunes, and everyone's going to take turns jumping and hopefully landing gracefully. So this is what our rig looks like. We got, let's see here, 4 or 5 gliders up on top, and yeah, Saya's trying to give you a peace sign in the back, but you can't see it because of the reflection. So, yeah, all geared up. Hubs are locked. We're ready for 4-wheel drive. And ready for adventure. It really looks like an adventure machine. A radar detector, cups of coffee everywhere, the drivers, more gear, waiting on people, wave to the camera. Okay, we're ready to go. So these are the Tottori sand dunes. Not huge, but it's definitely a big beach, lots of sand. And it continues around these trees on the other side there. And all the people you can't quite see over there. All those little dots. So it is fairly big. Big enough to get in some short flights. We're each going to be going solo, but you probably won't even, for most of the areas that we'll jump, you won't even have the distance to make a turn. You fly, and you land. And apparently at the tallest point, you fly, you make one turn, you make a second turn, you make a final approach, you land. So, almost 3 turns, or basically 3 turns, if you're jumping from the highest point, which is around that side, I think. Apparently that area is really good to jump from because of the size of the hill, and this one's actually fairly big. You can't really tell because of the distance, but that's where all the people are, so it's too crowded to jump. So we'll be flying over here somewhere. And I'm going to go figure out what I should be doing. Okay, so we're all set up. Got gliders all around. This is the Step 17 that I'll be flying. First time to set it up. Had a few little things to fix on it. Battens going in different ways, and kind of interesting. Different setup. We're going over that hill and hoping for the winds to change. Moriyama-kun, first flight of the day. Okay. Mr. Tomura is going to show us how it's done. Okay, we're waiting. And man strives for flight. We got a tailwind and a lack of a cliff, so it's hard to take off here, as you can see by our first 2 attempts. It's okay. We'll get good winds sometime soon. Well, it's early afternoon, and hang gliding is seeming like a bit of a bust. Wind is still coming from behind us, mostly from the south, southwest, south by southwest. And, yeah. So, the wind sucks. We've been able to do a couple running practices down here. You can see the gliders and a whole bunch of footprints. That's basically running down a hill, making sure your glider can fly. I passed that part. It's fine. I'm ready for the next hill, but the winds are wrong, so we're still waiting, still checking. It's been okay for the paragliders over on their hill, way over there, but it just hasn't worked out for us yet. So Hasn't been as much of a flying adventure, but it is definitely a beautiful place to hang out, so I'm still enjoying it. I needed this. It's very grounding. It's been a while since I've been by the ocean.